What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. And man, yo, this episode was fucking hot. Evolve Blue has finally made its debut. Oh, hey, looking kind of round. Anyway, and it was some hot shit, ladies and gentlemen. I loved it. This episode was fantastic, man. The Evolve Blue, man. Ooh, that was some hype shit. I gotta say, I love the child. Though, does Vegeta get a little bit more buff when he's in the Evolve Blue? Because I swear he looks a little bit more buff now with the Evolve Blue form in there than he used to. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Tell me down below if that's actually right or not. Anyway. So before I jump right in this, let me quickly give you guys my first impressions of Genlock. Since you guys know it debuted last week, but I already told you guys what happened last week about the road trip and everything. So I went back and watched the first episode up on YouTube because I didn't DVR it. Thankfully, it's up on YouTube for free. So I watched it, and then I watched it. Then I watched the second episode when it aired on Toonami. Overall, I really dig the series. I think it's really interesting. This is actually my introduction to, I guess you could say, Rooster Teeth's animation. Although this isn't the first, I guess, Rooster Teeth series I've seen. Because I was a huge fan of Red vs. Blue back in the day. I actually own the first 10 season box, Blu-ray box set thing. I'm looking at it right now. So yeah, I honestly haven't been keeping tabs on Red vs. Blue since then. If you want, if any of you guys still watch it, tell me if I should go back and watch the other 6 seasons, I think, because I know they're on like season 17 now. Because I recently checked RoosterTeeth.com to see if Red vs. Blue was even still going, and it is, which was shocking to me because I thought the series was long dead or ended. I've never watched Ruby, although I've heard so much about Ruby. I'm actually kind of surprised that Rooster Teeth did not pick that one for their debut on Toonami. I would have, if I was them, I probably would have. Let's give them our best series and then let's see if we can go from there. But then again, Ruby is about 6 seasons long, so that would have been a long time in that slot. So maybe I don't know. Maybe if Genlock does pretty well, then they'll probably bring in Ruby. I'm down to watch Ruby. If it airs on Toonami, I'll definitely give it a watch because I'm definitely curious about the series. Overall, like Genlock, it was weird hearing Michael B. Jordan because he's in there. I can only imagine how much he cost him, especially after he got his hands on that MCU money with Black Panther as Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan was great. The rest of the cast good. The art animation, actually, I thought was the animation, not really art. The animation overall was really good. When they get to the fight scenes there around the second episode, holy shit, was that some great shit, man! Like the animation there, yo. It was great. The animation was nice and fluid. Camera got everything in the frame. There was some nice camera work. It was actually a really high fight in that second episode. So yeah, I won't lie. When people are walking upstairs and they're sitting down, they're walking. It does look a little. It looks a little off to me. Like it doesn't look. It doesn't really look that natural. It looks like they are indeed CGI. Which, this is rude. This is rude. This is just this is Rooster Teeth. This isn't fucking Disney. But, that if I had to complain one thing about the animation, it was definitely that was just kind of like, that part was just kind of looked a little off to me when they were trying, when they were walking. Because the walking animations look a little too stiff, I guess. They don't look not as natural, I guess, I'm trying to say. Besides that, I gotta talk about Fire Force. So we had some stuff going on with Fire Force this week. This was the episode where we find out Shinra's baby brother is still alive and everything. But I'm a little salty right now, guys. I'm a little triggered. Because when they started the episode, because when we got to the part where Tamaki gets introduced, or I forget how the dub pronounced it. Tamaki, that's her name, Tamaki. I forget, the dub pronounces it a little bit differently. I think it was Tamaki or Tamaki. I think it was Tamaki. I think they pronounce it as Tamaki in the dub. So it's Tamaki, whichever you prefer. Anyway. So this is the part where he's about to check out he's gonna talk to the commander dude, and he's about to figure out what happened, and he's about the fire that happened 12 years ago. That was when Shinra's mom got spontaneously combust, which you learned that in the first episode. So he stretches his hands out there, and the anime, which you can see, his hand actually goes underneath Tamaki's bra, and he has a nice handful of boob. Now here on Toonami, those motherfuckers censored it. Instead, they don't cause look at DW, you see Tamaki's face, then they pan down to show that Shinra has a good handful of a boob. they like freeze the frame, but the audio continues, but they don't actually show it, which I don't understand why. We've never they legit have no problem showing the Shin Food Wars. We've had granted this is TVMA, that's TVMA, but at the same time just up that rating a little bit, and I don't know why they have to censor it. And then when we get to the scene where, by the way, all this works if you check his hands, check the trajectory of his hands, and all this shit matches up, and it's not just pointless fan service. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but at least it makes sense because the trajectory matches. Anyway, then we get to the part where she kind of leans in front of him, and then he gets he has both his hands inside this little holes in the sides of her pants, because that's where her tails come out there when she starts flaming up and shit, and gets and both his hands gets a nice handful of that. Now, great. Even in the anime, it's a little sensitive because in the manga, his hands really got in there. And the anime, it's kind of where you could see where he didn't get all of it in there. But that was censored too, and I was low-key kind of triggered at that. I was like, oh, come on, why you gotta censor that, man? Come on. Anyway, enough of me rambling about Food Wars. So anyway. Now, Jibba Jabba, let's just jump right into this review. So he starts it off. We got Vegeta, got the aftermath with having Vegeta and Jiren. Vegeta's on the ground. He's struggling to get up. Jiren goes into his inner MC from Fist of the North Star. I can't remember the dude's name. It's still in my mind. But he then says, with his back turned, arms crossed to Goku and Vegeta, "Now, warrior, time to sleep." Essentially saying, "Omae wa Muzinderu. NANI?" Seriously, I was like, what is this? What am I watching? Fist of the North Star? With that, anyway. And then later on, you got one of the Grand Zen will be like, "Now, warrior, time to sleep. Jiren is so cool and very powerful," So, man, I was just like, oh my. Oh, man, I was like, dude, the Grand Zen, man. Anyway, yeah, but that's not what Jiren meant, dude. I was just like, well, so somebody was clearly like Fist of the North Star. And well, Fist of the North Star is a very iconic anime, especially in Japan. Anyway, enough to talk about Fist of the North Star. Back to the episode. So anyway, we get there. We then head over. Goku sets up. He's like, "Yo, I'll face you off now, Jiren," and he charges up Super Saiyan Blue. We head over to Frieza. Dispo throws Frieza into some rocks, into a ride. He's like, "Yeah, that's what you get for bad. This is what you get for trash talking to a pride trooper, And so then Frieza then the rocks just start levitating. So does Frieza have the ability to move rocks now? Does he have the Force now? I also don't know how that even works. Anyway, so he's like, "Well, if that's all you got for a Pride Trooper, then that's not really much. Why do you think such a minuscule attack will defeat such a great titan as myself? A grave insult that I do so abhor." And fires off his finger blast. Dispo Man's dies like, and I like what they did here. So we kind of get this zooming in thing where we head over to. Or you we're kind of fast zoom, that fast fast camera moving thing. I don't know what that was called, but we go from Dispo and Frieza all the way up to Goku and Vegeta. They're staring each other down, and then we head over, and then we go over to where at the top where they're facing off against Gohan and 17. They're trying to team against Top. It's not really working much. Top actually manages to pretty much it looked sounded like he dislocated his arm completely, which that pop sound, not pleasant at all, ladies and gentlemen. So then he grabs Gohan's foot and then just throws him over to 17. And then they're back on the rest. So they gotta think of what's new strategy. And 17's like, "Look, we can't be trying to do these team-up attacks that we've never practiced for. We'll just get in each other's way and waste our 2-on-1 advantage." And Gohan's asking, "Oh, so what? You got a better idea?" He says, "Naturally." And so he says that that 17 will be the one mainly on the attack, while Gohan looks for an opening. And looks for Goku, and they tell us to get them to the edge of the ring and probably get so that they can eliminate Top. And he's like, okay. So 17 goes out there ready to take on Top by himself. Top's like, where is your friend? He's like, I work better alone. And so they go at it with Jesse. When he actually when he actually threw Gohan and 17 back a bit into the smoke, he was like, justice, and did like his trademark like dabbing pose, I guess. I love how Top's like posing and shit with all this. Anyway. Anyway, so as I was saying, so they go and team up. 17 manages, then Top manages to grab 17. He puts a barrier around them. He's like, "Aha! You cannot defeat me!" And and then so that's when Gohan comes in there with the Kamehameha, gets them very close to the ring, but at the very last second, they managed to go 17 separated them, or Top separated them, and and Top was just at the edge of the ring, but not quite. But he didn't get him over the edge, so he's still in the match. We then head over back to Goku and Jiren. They're ready. They're out to get ready. They're both in their stances, and Goku charges towards him. But we see him drop this little thing before he gets his transmission out there, and he does that a couple of times. Maybe he tries to go for a kick here and there, but doesn't really do much. He's just going in, out, it's a transmissioning out, in, out, in, out, and he's just dropping these little things. I thought these were going to be some I don't know what they were. They were like energy bombs. I thought there might be some mini spirit bombs or something, which they kind of were. They ended up being landmines. So Goku goes on top of this rock, and then unleashes them all, and then Jiren comes towards him, sets them off, sets the whole thing goes, and pretty much isn't that just my landmine, trap area where they're just filled with landmines. So they all explode, but Jiren manages. But then Vegeta says, "Kakarot above you!" And then Jiren's right there above. He jumped up. He wants to save himself. Then Goku uses the Destructo Disc, which, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first time we've seen Goku use it? Because I don't recall Goku ever using the Destructo Disc. That's like Krillin's move. The Destructo Disc is legit like Krillin's move, which is, I definitely found that interesting. Which we'll talk more about the Destructo Disc a little bit later on, because Krillin comes in there with something he has to say. So anyway, so then Jiren deflects one of them and cuts the ring or the rock that Goku was on top of. It sends it tumbling over. Then they start fighting on the other side of the rock. The rock goes all the way out to the outside of the ring. So then they're fighting. Jiren's on the offensive. Goku's just blocking and shit. Goku manages to slide underneath Jiren. Jiren does some hand work before he comes charging right towards him, and then he's like, Destructo Disc times, he punches them, and then Goku's like Destructo Disc times 6, and then the rocks underneath them from where Jiren is fall down, and he starts falling to the ground, and he's like, Then Goku comes in there just to add some extra power, comes in there, kicks him down even further, sending him flying down, and of course the rocks are shattering everywhere, and we see Jiren fall. And it was like, holy shit, is Jiren gonna get eliminated? The Supreme Kai, the 11th universe, is like, no, Jiren can't get eliminated like this, not this easily. So then obviously Jiren just starts hopping from the rocks, the same way where I mentioned 17 could save himself, he just hopped from the rocks. We see Jiren hopping from the rocks to save himself back in the ring. Anyway, so that was saying was Krillin. So Krillin comes in there after around here and says oh, you used the move that I used against you at training. I believe it was that episode where Goku were training in the rain. I forget which episode that was. I think that might have been before the Goku Black arc. It might have been after. No. I believe it was no. It was not before the it was not before the tournament. I believe it might have been before the Goku Black arc, if not a little bit after the Goku Black arc. One of those two. I can't remember where it was. Either way, it was that episode. So we got that, and so anyway, Jiren saves himself, and then he's just walking past Goku's landmines like they're nothing. Even Vegeta's like, wait, or Goku, I should say, it's like, wait, he's not even trying to avoid them. He's just walking past them like, this ain't shit, motherfucker. So he comes over there to Goku and Vegeta. Vegeta's like, alright, let's do this. So then this is when the episode gets fucking hype. So Goku and Vegeta charge up. Goku goes Super Saiyan Blue with the Kaioken. Vegeta, he starts charging up. We see his hair kind of change to a different shade of bluish. And he's remembering we get flashbacks of Kaba, what he said he was going to do with Kaba. He says, a Saiyan keeps his word. I will bring back Universe 6 everything. So then he charges up, and then bam, we see Evolved Blue. Holy fuck, do I love the look of Evolved Blue, man. I mean, I've seen here and there pictures of Evolved Blue, but I've never really gotten a really good look at it, just like where I looked at it. But man, I love the look of Evolved Blue, man. It's such an epic form, man. I love the shade of blue he has. I love his aura. I love everything. So then at that point, they're just teaming up, going against Jiren. They got Jiren on the fucking ropes, man. And that is where the episode ends. Holy fuck, was this episode hype. Overall, I really done stuff with Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Jiren, pretty standard stuff, but that ending was when the episode really got hyped. So overall, I'm gonna give this week's episode, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 just for Evolve Blue, because that was some hype shit right there, and they also had the little flashbacks with Kaba were also a nice touch. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like it, links down in the description box below, and as always, come back for more. See you guys, and now if you'll excuse me, I will now prepare for a 6-hour-long SummerSlam. Holy, you could probably tell how excited I am. Hopefully the pay-per-view's at least mildly good, but I'm not expecting much from this year. Anyway, see you next time.
She's